Hold on. There we go. All right, guys, welcome. Great to have everybody on the line. My name is Coach Alex. We got Leilani here as well. Thank you for taking time on hopefully what's a beautiful Saturday afternoon where you're at. I know it is where it is for me here at Laguna Beach. Leilani is out in Seattle and enjoying hopefully the weather there. It's not raining and so enjoying it
I,
out there.
Alex, real quick, I think they're talking about the eight-figure dream lifestyle, maybe because I'm a panelist, but I can't see your screen here.
Oh,
So
really?
the
Oh,
eight-figure
yeah, that
dream
would be
lifestyle
good.
above your face is maybe what
Okay,
they're
cool. So can you guys hold on? Thank you guys for everybody raising your hand. Thanks for that. Can everybody see my screen now? Want to make sure. Raise your hand if you guys can see my screen now. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Okay, so everybody can see Welcome Eight Figure Dream Lifestyle, right? Okay, cool. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you, Leilani. Before I just start talking, you guys are like, what the heck is he talking about? So thanks for being here. This is going to be a very much a no BS webinar. We're going to show you a lot of proof with regards to our business. We are very super excited to be able to be here and share this with you. I know it's changed my life, changed Leilani's life, and we've got now over 30 people who made six figures last year. They're able to fire their bosses, come home to their families, which is really our goal, and live their ultimate dream lifestyle. And this is not hype. I'm literally going to show it to you. I know 95% of what's on the internet is pretty much BS. And so we're going to spend a lot of time showing you guys exactly what we do every day and the reason why it works, okay? So thank you for joining us. If you guys have any questions, make sure you take notes. As I mentioned to you, put your phones on vibrate. Just try to make sure you don't get any distractions because over the next hour, I'm going to show you proof after proof with exactly what we do, how we drive 50 leads a day to our business, literally on autopilot. How many of y'all would like to see that? Like how you get 50 leads a day to your system. That'd be pretty cool. Awesome. So I'm going to be able to show you that. So we're going to get started. I always get so excited. All right, so let's get rocking. All right, so starting out with our wonderful no BS policy, just so you guys know this is real because I know there's a lot of people online that tell you that they're actually being able to make money, so I wanted to be able to show you. This was last year, as you guys can tell here by the date. So last year we had over 1.2 million right here. This is our back office, and you see the number of sales. Now what I really want you to get is on 1.2 million in sales, and only 114 sales were made. So if you divide 1.2 by 114, you're going to see that it actually equals over $10,000 per sale. So now I just want you to imagine what would it be like if you guys are making $10,000 per sale online where you're not going to spend a lot of time, okay? And then on this one, I'm going to show you guys, this is the month of October, so if you take a look, this is my bank account. So again, I want you guys to say these are real bank accounts. And if you look at it, you can see the date here. From October beginning to end of October, did $104,000. Let's count this and see how many sales it took us to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sales to 104,000. So how many of y'all like to be able to make 9 sales, make 104,000? Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand. That would be pretty cool. Yes. So again, $10,000 per transaction. And what I love is I want to show you this. What happens when Santa's in town and everybody's off for Christmas? Well, how about if you could actually go travel and see 3 countries in 3 weeks and come back and you got 50,000 waiting for you? How many of y'all would love that? Raise your hand if that'd be pretty cool. So again, let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sales to 50,000. Again, guys, if you divide that, it's like 7,000 to 8,000 per sale. Not a lot of sales to be able to get that. And again, this is when Santa's traveling and everyone's supposed to be off. It's supposed to be a slow month, right? That's our slow month. So that's what kind of month you can have where you're actually traveling. And how many of y'all would love to be able to travel and still make money? Raise your hand. Would that be pretty cool? Have a business model that allows you to do that. So we're going to show you that online and why it's so important for you to be able to build an online business and still be able to have success. Okay? So now that I've got your attention, you can see that this is real. We are making real money. Now I'm going to tell you just a little bit about myself and Leilani as well. My name is Coach Alex. I'm actually based out of Laguna Beach, California. My background's private equity and real estate. I love to be able to help people be able to have success. I've been a serial entrepreneur for the last 15 years, and while I've done extremely well, 2 years ago I had $462 in my checking account, started out completely broke. I went from broke to going to corporate and making 6 figures, and to now where I'm able to do this from home. I'm not having to travel, not worrying about the headaches of a commute to work every day. Fired my boss and making multiple 7 figures offline, and then actually turned that now into making 7 figures online last year and multiple 7 figures this year. So we're pretty stoked and excited. And what's so great is when you start out broke and you're successful, you want to be able to help others be able to get success. Because it's not just about us, it's about being able to help other people be able to fire their bosses. And we're pretty excited about that. So my background is a business model specialist. We look at 200 business models a year, and we essentially have taken all the best of those and put it into here because I normally help companies go from 1 to 5 to $10 million. And all we did is we took all those models and put it online of all the things that are successful. So I'm going to show you here step by step, and you're going to see why we have the best online model you've ever seen. And I'm engaged to I'm engaged and set to marry this beautiful one actually in July. And we live in beautiful Laguna Beach, California, where it's literally like 75 degrees every day. I know right now my family's freezing in Dallas. So here's the cool part. When you make money, you can move to where it's warm. It's really, really cool. You can actually be able to do that. So we get excited. So for those of you who want to be able to warm right now, you can actually move to where the weather's great and 75 degrees every day. And I love waking up over here. So with that said, that's a little about me. I'm a co-founder of the company, 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle. But I didn't just want you to hear from me. I'm going to have you guys hear from a lot of our members so you can literally see that it's not just 1 or 2 or 3, but so many people and our dozens and dozens of members that have been able to make over $30,000 a month, fire their bosses within 90 days. And they started out working part-time, less than 10 hours, and were able to build up and make over $10,000 a month in the first 30 days. Okay? So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to one of our members now, Leilani, and she's going to tell you a little bit about herself. So Leilani, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex. Hey, everyone. I met you guys at the beginning. I'm Leilani. And a little bit about my background. I have a background professionally in sales management, recruiting, MLMs. I'm also a serial entrepreneur. Tried a lot of different things, had successes and failures, but this is where I planted my roots and have had the wild ride of my life. I've made over 6 figures since August of 2016. So what is that, about 6 or 7 months? Just not a very long time. So because of that, what I feel is a rags to riches story. I want to give back, and I'm a success coach and a trainer. I have 2 beautiful children, Destiny and Giovanni. Destiny is 9, and Giovanni just turned 5. And I get to spend most of my time with them now, thanks to this business. And I live in the beautiful Seattle, Washington, which, like I said earlier, we have sunshine today. So,
and just how we start out, like your first 2 months, you did a little bit over 40,000, and last year you did 82,500 in your first 4 months of this business. If I'm not mistaken, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
So I want to make sure, no BS. Like we're going to show you guys real numbers and exactly what we do here every day. So thank you, beautiful Leilani.
Thank you.
All right. So with that said, but that's enough about us. Let's talk about you guys. I know you guys are here because it's all about time, financial freedom, be able to have anything you want, right? Now here's the key. A lot of us always wanted to be able to start a business online, but the challenge has been what I call the top 7 reasons why most people fail online, okay? And in order for us to best tailor this presentation, I'm going to ask you guys a series of questions now. And the first one is, this is the first time you're attending the webinar. So go ahead and answer that, because that's going to really be able to tell me whether I need to repeat myself or whether you guys are brand new. So I have a really good understanding of who we're going to be tailoring this to. So go ahead and answer that polling question now. And I'm going to go ahead and close it out. Okay, cool. So I'm always going to share the poll results with you guys. Why? Because I want you to see what we're seeing, okay? We believe in transparency, so we're going to spend a lot of time doing that today. So 86% of you guys, this is the first time you're attending the webinar. Okay, awesome, cool. So now I'm going to tell you about the top 7 reasons why people fail online and the top 7 systems you need to have in place in order for you guys to have success. So the number 1 thing is marketing, okay? We all love to be able to do online, but how do you drive traffic to your business, right? So how many of y'all love to see a system, literally a demo of our system where you can literally see 50 leads hit your account every day, like on autopilot? Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand if you guys like to see that. So by the end of this webinar, I'm going to show you our 50 leads a day system. We can literally go to work, set your account, come back, you're going to have 50 leads waiting for you, okay? The second reason why most people, and thanks guys everybody for raising your hands, appreciate that. The second thing I'm going to show you is no money. So a lot of us are members, we don't have money to get started. Well, I'm going to show you our other people's money system and how you can literally get your business started today with no money out of pocket and literally get an approval within 25, 30 minutes, okay? No time. A lot of us don't have time, right? So what if you had a strategy, what we call our 421 strategy, where not only you can start your business, but you can literally start for less than 10 hours a week and be able to build it and make 10K your first 30 days, okay? So we're going to show you guys that. Not great at selling. A lot of us don't start online because we're not great at selling, or maybe you just don't have the time to sell, or maybe you wish like you had a system where you could do, have people do it for you. So what if we actually have 4 live webinars and did the entire selling for you? Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand if you guys like that. And we had an auto conversion funnel where when you get started, we have a funnel, which is like a really super awesome website. If you guys don't know what a funnel is, that literally gets 95% of the information to your prospects so you guys don't have to do it. Awesome. Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand. So I'm going to show you guys that. No products. A lot of people don't start online because they don't have the products. Well, we're going to show you a licensing system where when you get started, you can have products from day one so you can start making money right away. No support. We completely get that, and it's probably, I would say, the biggest reason why most people don't have success. So I'm going to share with you guys our mentoring system where once you get started, what if you guys actually had someone like Leilani or a member that started before who's made over $30,000 a month in our business, and they're actually volunteering, giving their time back, and helping to mentor you and up to make sure that you're successful. Would that be pretty cool? We're going to share that with you. And the last one is not technically savvy. A lot of 30% of our group is retirees, so I'm going to share with you a system where literally as long as you can log in, and I'm going to show you the system, where as long as you can log into our systems, our texting, our email, our business platforms, you can literally be able to do this business, and as long as you can do stuff, click, because everything is clickable, you're going to be able to do this business. Now, these are the 7 reasons, guys, why most people fail online, right? And if you guys have ever tried to do stuff online, you know it's like super hard to come up with your own products, figure out the marketing, and everyone's just trying to teach you how to do it. Well, what if we didn't teach you and we just had you just copy our model because it's been having success so you can start making money from day one? Would that be pretty cool? So raise your hand if you guys think that'd be awesome. Cool. So I'm going to show you guys that today. And so to prove this point, I want to basically go back and ask you guys this question. How did you guys hear about this webinar? Talking about marketing, right? So we're going to talk about what we call our automated marketing system, and I really want you guys to be able to see, like, it really is automated. So how did you guys hear about us? Did you guys hear from us through a phone call message, one of our ads? Did you hear about this webinar and register through a text message? Was it an email where you clicked on a link and were able to go to one of our funnels and register that way? Was it a personal phone call where somebody called you? Or was it through Facebook, YouTube, or social media, one of those? So go ahead and fill that out now. And check this out. We're going to end that poll. Thank you, guys. So what I want you guys to be able to see that only 12% of you guys came through word of mouth. 88% of you, or basically almost 9 out of 10 of you guys, are here because of our automated marketing system. So here's how cool this is. You don't have to talk to your friends or family. You don't want to. In fact, I made over 7 figures. How many people do you think I've personally talked to that I know? 1, because I don't have to. Our business finds our prospects for us, okay? That's what's so cool about this system. And I wanted you guys to see those results, okay? So 9 out of 10 of you on this webinar have come through that system. So now, what if I had a system literally for the 7 reasons why people fail online, and we had literally a system that really trumped each one of the reasons why most people fail? Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand if you guys would love to see that. And not only that, what if all those 7 systems were actually rolled into one business where you guys don't have to try to figure it out from scratch? It was all there for you, okay? Raise your hand if you guys love to see that. Cool. All right, so that's what I'm going to share with you guys today, okay? So now, with that said, so the only question really should be, if I could show you the 7 systems why people that are in place that literally trumps the 7 reasons why people fail. The question is, how much income would you guys like to make each month? Okay, and in order to answer that question, oh, yep, let's do that. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get used to this new platform. So, how much money would you guys like to make per month? Is it 2 to 5,000, 5 to 10,000, 10 to 20,000 a month, 50,000 a month, or 100,000 or more per month? What's the magic number for you guys, right? Because you're obviously here. And if I could show you guys how you can do this online, starting out 10 hours a week, get up to 10K, and then be able to fire your boss within 90 days or less, we've done for so many of our members, what would be the magic number for you? So I'm going to stop the poll now. Thank you for answering. And here's what I love. 93% of you guys are looking at making over 5,000, and over 60% of you guys are looking at making over 10,000, which is great. Because here's the key, what I want you guys to know, you guys and gals. If I say guys, I'm sorry, just guys and gals. I know I get corrected on that, but overall, here's what I want you guys to know, is that this business, we're going to show you guys that you can get up and running and make 10,000 your first 30 days in less than 10 hours a week, okay? So that's the first one. So now, if I could show you guys how to hit that number, how many hours would you guys be willing to devote to your business? So would it be 0 to 10 hours, 10, 11 to 20 hours, 21 to 30 hours, 31 to 40 hours, or whatever it takes? If I could show you how to hit that number each and every month. So go ahead and answer that now. Because the key is, we know that you guys got to work and you're going to start out part-time, but the key is if you be able to put that time aside, what time would you guys be willing to set aside in order to do that? So now I'm going to share the poll results, and here's what I love, is that over 90% of you guys, and I love the 41, whatever it takes, guys. That's awesome, and that's the way it should be. What I love about this is that over 90% of you guys said you would be willing to spend over 10 hours a week. And what I want you to know is when you can start this business literally for 10 hours a week and still be able to have success, okay? So if that's the case, where would you guys like to be able to work from? Are you guys wanting to work from home? Or are you guys wanting to travel so we can get a better idea? Because here's the cool part about our business. Because all you need is a laptop and a phone, you can literally do this business from anywhere, okay? In fact, that's how I was able to travel for 3 weeks in 3 countries, and while everyone thought I was on vacation, I actually was able to do my business from overseas. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this now, and I love this. It's almost always 50-50. So for some of you guys, you love to be able to work from home and spend time with your family, like Leilani. For the rest of you, you love to be able to travel and be able to see the rest of the world as well. So whichever it is, the cool part with our business model is you can do either or both, as I'm sure Leilani is going to be doing very soon, because I know travel is really big for her too. So thanks, guys, for that. That really gives us a really good understanding. Now, before I move on to the next question, what I love to be able to hear from you guys is what's been the biggest reason why you guys feel like you either haven't started online or when you started online and tried to make money is one of the reasons why you felt you failed, right? So was it because you guys haven't started because you didn't have enough coaching in place? Was it because you didn't have the products to be able to market from the day you started? Was it because you had no clue on how to generate leads? Or was it because you didn't have the time or the money to be able to get started? Or did you just feel like you weren't technically savvy? So we notice out of those 7 reasons, this is the primary reasons why most people haven't gotten started. So go ahead and answer that question now, because we want to know like what's been the biggest reason, right? And we're going to stop it in 3, 2, 1. And check this out. So close to, now if you guys take a look, you're not alone, right? 50% of you guys haven't started online because you didn't have the time or money to start. 25% of you didn't have enough coaching. 22 didn't have products. 3 out of 10 of you guys didn't start because of marketing, and only 2 of 10 out of you guys were not technically savvy, or felt like you have to be super technically savvy to start online, and that's not the case with our system. So, okay, cool. Thank you for letting us know. So now we have a better idea about that. And so, so you guys can see that you're not the only ones, and that really gives us a better idea too about how to tailor this presentation. Okay, so who is this the best for? So if that's the case, right? The 7 reasons. What is our the people that we seem to attract are the ones who want to fire their boss. So I don't know about you, but I'm psychologically unemployable, and I'd love to be able to fire my boss, and we've helped so many members do that. So maybe that's you. Maybe some of you are on the line today because you own a business, but when you had a business, you had the headaches of managing employee physical products in an office, and you no longer want to do that. Maybe that's the primary reason. And for the rest of you, maybe you're retirees, and you want to make sure that your golden years are actually golden, because in today's world, retirees are living 35 years longer than they used to. So what I'd love to be able to hear now is which one of you are you guys? Are you guys wanting to do this business? What's your primary motivation for wanting to build a business online? Is it to spend more time with family? Is it because you love to fire your boss? Is it because you're a business owner and wants to be able to have a business online? Are you a retiree who wants to make sure your golden years are actually golden? Or do you just want to supplement your income? And go ahead and answer this question, guys, because based on this, I'm going to know how to tailor this presentation. So go ahead and just go and answer this, because that's going to really give me a good understanding of, are we dealing mostly with professionals, people who have jobs and want to fire their boss, business owners, spending time with family? Are you a retiree, or are you just looking to supplement your income? So we're going to end this in 3, 2, 1. Okay, and I'm going to share this so you guys can see this. Okay, great. So 3 out of 10 of you guys want to spend more time with family. 1 out of 4 wants to fire your boss. Awesome. So 30% of you guys are business owners, 30% are retired. So about even. Okay, cool. All right, thanks for that, guys. But if you guys see that you're not the only ones, there's a lot of retirees, business owners today, and a lot of people want to supplement their income as well. So thanks for that. Now we're going to know how to tailor this presentation for you guys. All right, so now, here's what we're going to learn. By the end of this webinar, you guys are going to learn why you want to generate income online. Not only that, but why the best way to build an online business is through an online franchise-like system. A what? A franchise-like system that's already in place, which you guys could just copy instead of us just teaching it to you. Then we're going to get into the tactics and strategies where an 84-year-old made 10K in his first 30 days with no marketing skills, ready-to-go products, even though he hates selling, and you can too. And then we're going to share with you guys how you can even start this part-time and literally less than 10 hours a week, have all your monthly expenses paid off so you can start doing this business full-time. And what's so great is our business, you can literally do it 4 times for less than 30 hours a week. And you can start with no money down through other people's money system, okay? So let's get right into it. Now, I told you guys that we've done multiple 7 figures offline and multiple 7 figures this year that we're on track for online, but as I also mentioned to you guys, I literally started with $462 in my checking account, right? So if you guys didn't have money at the beginning, don't worry. Alex started at the same place, and there's still hope for you, okay? So when I started this business, I was 2 years ago. I was in Dallas, Texas, and I always dreamt about moving out to California. And probably like a lot of you guys, you have dreams and ambitions of wanting to do something really cool with your life. So being that I only have $500 in my checking account, I decided to go ahead and move to California. But since I didn't have a lot of money, I decided to move in with Mom, right? So here's the beautiful room above my mom's condo. As you guys can see, this is my mom's wonderful flowery old sheets. The view sucked, so I always had the blinds closed. I was so broke, I couldn't afford a TV. But I had a desk. I had this beautiful desk. I still remember that desk because that's where all the magic happened. Really, a desk and a dream of building a better life for my family. I had just met my fiance, and our plan was to basically start making money so we could start having kids and be able to live, a great life, right? Just like what the American dream's all about. So within a span of 2 months, I got very fortunate. I went from making 0 to 6 figures. I found 2 business partners, and we launched a private equity firm. And it was great, right? Because I went from 0 to making 6 figures, thought I was living the dream now, right? Wrong, because I was literally traveling 42 out of 52 weeks out of the year. I never got to see my family, and every time my family would call me, or my fiance would call me and say, hey, can we go visit my family in Vancouver? I would say, no, darling, I got to be in New York this week. And she's like, well, your mom wants us to come over. Can we come over for her birthday? And I'm like, no, can't make it because I got to be in Miami this week for another presentation. And so what happens is if you guys have ever been able to travel or you got these huge commutes, you really understand this. When you're missing 42 out of 52 weeks out of the year, what you try to do is you try to make it all up in one weekend, right? On your anniversary. So we had this great plan, trip for us to go away for a weekend. And the challenge was I had to make it from New York to Chicago to L.A. to be able to make this trip. Well, guess what? The flight in New York takes off late. I get stuck in Chicago, and I never made it back home in time in order to be able to make it, so we ended up missing it. And when I was stuck in Chicago, I'm sitting here with my phone, and I'm just sitting here thinking, I've literally had to tell my family and everybody that I love no for like about 30 times that year. So how many of y'all can relate to this, by the way? Raise your hand if you guys are like, every time you want to do something, you're too busy spending what I call 10,000 hours with the wrong people, the people that you don't really love. You're spending it really with the people that you have to work with and basically trading life for dollars, right? So right then and there, I just made a decision. I was like, I'm not going to do this ever freaking again. I'm tired of saying no, and we're just going to stop it. So what do? We decided to basically came back, and I took all those private equity skills, pulled out a system where literally we could be able to get started, make $10,000 in the first 30 days, and be able to get up making 20, 30, 50,000 a month and scale that business, right? So how do we be able to do that? Now there's 5 components you need in order to be able to do that with this business model. The first thing you're going to need is you guys got to be able to have 5 figures a month, right? Because let's face it, unless we're making at least $10,000 a month, you're not going to be able to, you want to be able to not only replace your salary, but you want to be able to make that extra money. A short learning curve, so you're not waiting around a long time to be able to learn it. Work less than 20 hours a week, break even and make a profit within 60 days. And most importantly, once you make that 10,000 30 days, to be able to get up to 20, 30, or 50,000 a month. But here's the key. Do it from the comforts of your own home or traveling, because all you need is Wi-Fi and a phone. That's it, okay? So, a job. Well, we all know with a job, you're only trading time for dollars, so you're not going to be able to do that. A traditional business. Here's the key, guys. I've had a really great lesson. I work with people who have businesses that have anywhere from $3 to $10 million, and we help them get funded. And guess what? They start, whenever I'm talking to them getting funded, they're all sweating bullets, and I'm telling them, I'm like, hey, you know, congratulations, you're about to get more money. And they'd start telling me, like, Alex, you know, when I first started my business, I started it because I want to spend more time with my family. I wanted to be able to see my kids. I wanted to be able to attend their games. I wanted to be able to spend time with my grandkids. Yet all I'm doing now is I've got 60 employees. I got the burdens and the headaches, and so they felt frustrated. They felt worn out, and they realized, like, you know, this is not what they had signed up for. So that was a really good learning lesson for me. So I'm just telling you, traditional business is not what it's cut out to be, and essentially you end up becoming an employee in your own business. So that's not a great model. MLMs and network marketing, well, less than 1% of people make over $1,000 ever in MLMs. And in order to make $10,000, you got to go sell a $50 product and have 200 sales, or a $500 product 20 times. So how many of y'all love to just make one sale and make over 10,000 per sale? Would that be pretty cool? So now we're not having to do that. Raise your hand up. That'd be pretty cool. So that's the reason why MLM doesn't work. Startup is great if you want to be broke for like 3 years, because that's how it is. And internet marketing, while it's a great idea in theory, I looked up internet marketing, and the challenge was every time I went to sign up for they basically taught me, like, here, come out with your own products, or here, go learn how to market. They always taught me. Well, I didn't have time to go learn it because I was already busy, right? So wouldn't it be easy if somebody would just let you copy their system so you guys don't have to start from scratch? And that's what was missing in the market, and that's why we're franchise-like. Everything you're going to see today is going to be stuff that you guys are going to be able to copy, okay? So you got to have all 5 of these components, guys, for you to live your dream lifestyle. So what does that mean as far as being able to live the dream lifestyle? That means you can go do this, okay? So if you guys take a look at this, now, instead of being able to travel 42 out of 52 weeks out of the year, I travel, but for fun. So this is my fiance and I. We're able to go to Dallas to visit my family. We go spend the summer months in Vancouver with her family. And what's so great about that is because all I need is a laptop and a phone, I can literally do it from anywhere. And I showed you guys, these are the 3 countries we actually visited out. So for those of you who love to travel, we had 3 countries in 3 weeks. In the month of December, we went to Thailand, which was beautiful. We got to go to James Bond Island, stayed at a 5-star resort here in Bali, and this is actually in Vietnam. It's the most beautiful hotel I've ever stayed at. And guys, I'm telling you, the architecture at this puts anywhere in shame. You got to put it on your bucket list. It's just an awesome place. So, and you guys saw my view before. It was a horrendous view. This is where I live now. This is our view every day. I get to wake up in beautiful Laguna Beach, 75 degrees. And so now we live our business lifestyle. I'm able to go see my family when I want. And at the same time, be able to travel. The 3 weeks I was gone, I made $50,000. So how many of y'all can now see, like, the only way for you to live your dream business lifestyle is to make money online and to have a business you can just copy, where you don't have to go learn everything. Raise your hand if you guys could see that. A franchise-like business. Cool. Awesome. So that's the reason, guys. Yes, you got to have an online business, and you got to have a business where you can be able to do that so you can spend the time with people that you love, okay? So now that you guys can see that and see that why you need to have an online franchise-like business, now we're going to get into the tactics and the strategies. And the first thing is how you generate $10,000 a month in less than 20 hours a week. You got to have automation. You got to have what? You got to have automation, because at the end of it, if you guys want to be able to spend time with your family, you got to be able to do it in less than 20 hours a week. So we're going to show you a marketing system. We get 50 leads a day while you're at work. We're going to show you when to come up, how we have a texting system and an email system that automatically follows up for you. And then we have a website, which is an auto conversion funnel where people can get the information that they need, okay? And for everything that you can't automate, we outsource. We what? We outsource. Because, yay! Thank you, Leilani. So Leilani's going to say it for me from now on. So maybe you're like me, you're not technically savvy, and you want to be able to have other people be able to do that work. So what we've actually done is we have people that are called virtual assistants. You can hire from overseas. We've already trained them. They'll jump on the computer. They'll do everything for you. So when you have those 50 leads a day, they'll actually transcribe them. They'll do all the work for you. So when you come home, you have the reports all ready to go, okay? So with that said, speaking true to form, what we're going to do now is we're going to let the automation of our business be explained by our automation. Hold on a second here, guys. Close this out. So what does that look like? That looks like this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you a short 10-minute video that's going to be able to explain how we make money. Then after that, I'm going to literally start taking you guys through all the 7 systems in our business, how we have 50 leads at our account, one stay ahead, how you can basically have your auto conversion funnel, and live webinars, do the selling for you. And then by the end of this, you guys we're going to show you our other people's money systems. So even if you don't have the capital, we'll show you how you can get started. So with that said, get this up. Okay, and I want to make sure you guys can all see this. So can everybody see what's on my screen right now? And it's a video that says 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle.
Six-figure incomes on proven high-ticket.
Raise your hand if you guys can see it.
Six-figure incomes on proven high-ticket.
Okay, hold on. Let me be able to look at your hands. Okay, can everybody see 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle on the screen right now? Yay! Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about logistics. If you guys can't hear it, just turn up the volume on your computer. Turn up the what? The volume on your computer. You'll be able to hear it. I have mine at maximum. Take notes, and guys, we'll see you here in about 10 minutes, and then right afterwards, we're going to get right into it, guys. I'll show you the demo. It's going to be really, really fun. So get ready.
In a minute, you're going to learn how people just like you are making high 6-figure incomes on proven, high-ticket digital products that they don't have to touch, store, or even ship. You're going to learn how thousands of people just like you are able to watch this same video and go on to earn more money in a few months than they did in a year at their old job without having to do presentations or convincing people to buy anything. We take the same business model that's been working for over a century for the world's top franchises and apply it to the largest growing demographic in the world. The rest is an automated system in which 90% of the work is done for you. We have the products, we have the system, and we have the global network. All you do is follow the duplicatable system and get paid. I'm going to explain the simple steps that you need to take in order to become another top earner. You could be doing the same thing they're doing, pulling in 5 to 6 figures a month like clockwork. Anyone can do this. You see, when you sign up, you instantly gain access to our proven lead and traffic sources. These are the very same resources all of our top income earners are using. Here's the thing. You could actually be one of those leads. You're here right now because you're part of the sales process. Probably because you had expressed an interest in making money from home. You saw an advertisement, or it could be one of many reasons. But here you are on the final leg of the process, watching this presentation right now, which has been proven to convert thousands of people just like you into a brand new associate. Now, once you make that decision, then a world of possibilities opens up for you. Direct sales. You'll receive 100% of the commissionable sales that you make, between $2,000 and $22,000. Now, I want you to imagine something right now. I want you to imagine that by utilizing our highly effective marketing resources, you start getting prospects into your marketing funnel, putting leads in front of this presentation, and having people wanting to join your team. Now, let's not hype the situation like so many companies do. Let's say that only one of those people each week decides to make a purchase and join your team. For the sake of illustration, imagine that you sell one product package a week at $2,000. This will give you a minimum income of $104,000 a year. That's $8,000 a month. Stop right now and envision what that kind of money could do for you. How many desires would you be able to fulfill? How many dreams would you be able to dust off that you don't allow yourself to think about anymore? What would you do with that kind of money today? By the way, the chances of everyone just buying our lowest package is quite slim to say the least. Typically, 80% of our first-time buyers purchase a $6,500 product package. What could you do with that money? Plus, you're doing this without having to convince anybody of anything, without having to set up a store as you would with a regular franchise, and by simply following our system step by step and letting us do 90% of the work for you. Even when you're essentially having your worst week, you're still making more than most people who work full-time. The amazing thing is that there are actually 4 ways to earn, and I've only explained the first way. The other 3 are even more exciting. Remember how I showed you that even with basic sales, you could still be making $100,000+ a year? Well, that's just the first way you can make money with the business. You're up and running within 24 hours. You never have to wait to get paid, as you're always paid directly, and you have a full global team supporting you. First of all, there are 5 product packages that you get to keep 100% of the commissionable sales. The first is the basic package, which costs $2,000 plus a $195 license fee and allows you to earn $2,000 per sale. The second is the builder package, which costs $3,500 plus a $295 license fee and allows you to earn $3,500 per sale. The third is the advanced package, which costs $6,500 plus a $395 license fee and allows you to earn $6,500 per sale. The fourth is the Pro package, which costs $12,500 plus a $445 license fee and allows you to earn $12,500 per sale. And finally, the fifth is the VIP package, which costs $22,000 plus a $495 license fee and allows you to earn $22,000 per sale. Now, the 4 ways to get paid are direct sales, we've already covered that, qualifying sales, roll-up sales, and upgrades. Now, to understand the 4 ways you earn, you have to know how a profit center works. You see, when you purchase a product package, your very first sale bypasses you and goes to the person who sent you here. This is called your qualifying sale, and it only happens once. Now, here's the exciting part. Not only do you get 100% of every sale you make after your initial qualifying sale, you also get 100% of each new associate's qualifying sale. Let's use the $3,500 product package as an example for potential earnings. One of your leads named Nicole buys a $3,500 package. First, you receive 100% of this sale. Next, Nicole makes her first qualifying sale for a $3,500 package from Ted. You also receive 100% of that sale for a total of $7,000. Now, Nicole's qualifying sale, Ted, takes his place in your business. When he makes his first qualifying sale, you receive 100% of that sale as well. You've now earned a total of $10,500. The process goes on and on. This is called a profit center, and it pays to infinity. So, after a single sale, you could see money coming in on a continual basis over and over again because each profit center will pass a sale to you. And there's no limit on this. Imagine having 5, 10, or even 20 more profit centers. To put this into perspective, let's say you get 4 $3,500 sales in your first month. That's $14,000 a month or $168,000 a year. Not too bad. Now, let's say that all 4 of those sales make their first qualifying sale within that first month at $3,500 each. You would make another $14,000, not counting any personal business you generate. Now, this repeats itself in 3 months, and another $14,000 is yours as you help build your team. Now you're starting to get the picture. The first way you earn is through direct sales, and the second is through passed-up qualifying sales. Let's look at the other 2 ways you can earn. Whenever one of your qualified associates owns a package for less than the amount of the sales they make, you get paid the difference. For example, if you qualified at the $6,500 advanced associate package and you have a qualified person at the $3,500 package in your team, and they sell a $6,500 package, they will get $3,500 and you will get the $3,000 difference. The final way you make money, which could be considered as passive, is through upgrades. Although 80% of our members start at either $3,500 or $6,500 product packages, many quickly begin earning money and upgrade to a higher package. Let's say you're at the $22,000 VIP package, and an associate under you advances from $6,500 to the $22,000 package. They would pay you the difference, which would be $15,500. Let's look at this again. You have 4 ways to earn money, 3 of which do not directly involve you at all. 1, personal sales, 2, qualification sales, 3, roll-up sales, and 4, upgrades. By now, you should be getting the idea of the kind of immense earnings that you're able to make. This is your golden opportunity to finally obtain the extra income and wealth that you need in order to experience the time and freedom that you desire. You only pay once, and you own your own business. After your first sale, you get to keep 100% of your commissions. That's better than any traditional franchise opportunity out there, where a huge chunk of money goes back to corporate every single month. Not only that, but you can operate this business from literally anywhere in the world where you have an internet connection. Here's the crux of the matter. It's the easiest, fastest, most lucrative method that you're going to come across for making money right now. Not 3 months from now, not 2 weeks from now, but potentially within days. It's designed to actually give you the lifestyle that most people only dream about. See you on the inside.
Awesome. So now you guys can see it's pretty automated, right? Like, how cool was that? I didn't have to explain anything. It was all done through a video. Was that pretty cool? So guys, we really want you to see everything is very automated, okay? So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and start giving you a tour of what we've discovered is the 7 reasons why most people failed online, and then we're going to go right into each one of the systems, okay? So let's go from here. Here we go. All right, so the 10 reasons why our system works, guys. So number 1, we got a proven business model that's franchise-like. And what do I mean by franchise? I know you guys have heard of McDonald's, right? McDonald's says, listen, we've been doing this long enough. If you build it right here, you market to this demographics, you're going to get these results. Like, they already know it, right? Because they've done it over and over and over again. So what is it? They have a success blueprint, right? And that's really what you want in a business, is that success blueprint, right? So what we have is the same thing, except we do it online. So what we show you is if you market like this to this demographics and have them attend the webinars like this, you're going to be able to get the same results that we have, okay? So you already have a blueprint for success in place, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Second thing is marketing, 50 leads a day system. So how many of y'all like to see now a demo of our wonderful 50 leads a day system, literally 50 leads a day hitting your account? Raise your hand. Now, raise your hand. You'd like to see 50 leads hitting your account on autopilot. Why don't you go to work? Awesome. Okay, I want to make sure the hands are up. Not showing this until you guys are like totally on board and watching what we're doing here. Okay? So here we go, guys. This is fun. In fact, guys, I'm sorry if I start laughing halfway through this. It's just like this thing always gets so easy that it literally cracks me up halfway through. So, listen, 89% of you are here because of our automated marketing system. As you guys saw earlier for yourselves, 89% of you came through phone, an email, or a text, right? So now I'm going to show you those systems. You're going to go see behind the scenes on how we did that, right? So, once somebody leaves you a message, here's the cool part. They leave a message for you in what we call like your voicemail system or your phone system, okay? You're going to hear me say the word system a lot because that's all we do. What's great about systems is they're very automated. So you market by text, email, which we show you how to do it, and we've already got the leads already in place. Once you do, you have about 50 leads a day hitting your account. Now, unlike other online marketings, you're not going to have to try to figure out how to market. We're going to show you exactly how to do it. It's literally you're logging into a system. You're going to pick the date you want to run the marketing. You're going to click on Start. That's what you do. That's all you got to do. When you do, this is what happens. You have all these leads that are literally there waiting for you, okay? So let me see here. I'm going to go back to the beginning of March 4th. And I'm trying to find the beginning. All right, here we go. All right, and I just want to make sure you guys can see this. Can everybody see the time and date stamp right here? Raise your hand if you guys can see March 4th, 6:26. Raise your hand, guys, if you're seeing it. If you're not seeing it, let me know. Okay. Let's see hands. Okay, cool.
Some of the
You guys
phone
are able
numbers
to
are
see it.
still showing, Alex.
Say that again.
Some of the phone numbers are still showing a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let me block that out for sake of privacy. Thank you, Leilani. Leilani, you are like the best. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to count this now. I want you guys to count this with me, right? So this was this morning. Now, bear in mind, I was obviously sleeping at 6:30 in the morning when these calls were going out, right? And then I went to yoga, and then I came back. So all I did was I set my marketing campaign the night before, and here's the results. I woke up to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. If you guys look, that's 40 messages literally in less than 3 hours in our business. That's happened, right? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, not to worry about it. Now, I'm going to keep going so we can be able to see the rest. How many have been left so far? 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80. In fact, while I've been on this webinar, we've been having messages hit. So 80 messages. So how many of y'all would love to have, like, set your messages, go to work, come back, you got 80 messages waiting for you? Raise your hand. So can we all see that it works? Works very well, right? In fact, you guys can see, I've been sitting here talking to you. I've been having messages hit, right? So I wanted you guys to see it because I told you, we're not big on BS. We want to show you. So all you do is you set it and forget it. That's what we call it. When you come back, you have the messages waiting for you, right? So far, I had over 80 messages that have been waiting. So we have a simple, by the way, what we call our 4-step system to success, to 7 figures, okay? The first one is to set your automated marketing system, like I just showed you here, okay? So now step 2 is once you have these messages, once they hit, that's a lot of messages, right? And you're probably at work, so you're not going to have time to listen to all this. So wouldn't it be cool if you had like a virtual assistant that would listen to all these messages, transcribe them for you, and send a text and an email, plug them into your email system and automatically send emails? Would that be pretty cool? Boom! That's what we got. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? So now I'm going to show you guys what the texting system looks like. So you're going to log into your texting system. You're going to click on logins. And this is what you do. So your virtual assistant will actually listen to all your messages. And when people leave you a message, they leave their name, their phone number, and their email. So she's going to take all that information, transcribe them, and put it into your texting system. And here's what it looks like. You're going to log in. And once you do, you're going to have a virtual number that we connect you with. And guys, look, all I did is you're going to log into your texting system. And bear in mind, everything I'm showing you, you guys would have an exact replicated copy of this, okay? So this would be like your system. And let's say you just want to send a text to all your messages that just simply invites them to a webinar. So how cool would it be if you guys had, since we've been marketing for the last 2 years, instead of you guys trying to figure it out, well, how cool would it be if you guys had a template of all the messages we've ever sent in the past of inviting people to webinars, and all you had to do was click a button and the templates would show? Would that be pretty cool where you guys could just copy it? Raise your hand if you guys think that would be cool. So check this out. Boom. You got all the templates right here of everything we have marketed. So guys, these are already in place for you. This is the reason why we say it's like a franchise-like model, so you guys don't have to come up with this from scratch. So you're going to pick a template. And let me just actually, let's pick up. You have all kinds of templates, everything from how to invite to a webinar to how to follow up with people after webinar. It's all here for you. So you guys, that's why I said everything we have in our business is very clickable, okay? So once you do, you're just going to add a first name tag here. That's how I look. It's going to say, hey, Tom, this week my team and I are hosting several powerful webinars showing you how you can earn up to $250,000 in 2017 using our lead sources and automate system. Would you like to jump on a webinar this week? You're just going to click send now. That's it. Now, how long that took me? Less than maybe a few minutes, right? How many of y'all can do what I just did? Raise your hand if you guys can do what I just did. Log into your texting system twice a week and basically send a text, right? So yes, guys, this is not rocket science. We made this very simple so you guys can do it. In fact, if you take a look at this, it will tell you the messages. This is where the message was sent out by my appointment setters. Take a look. 120. It was 132 messages sent out. 129 went through correctly. 29 the day before. 37 the day before. And all that is done literally less than 20 minutes, 2 times a week. So it's not very hard. Okay, now, the last one I'm going to show you is our email system. And how would you guys like if I just showed you a system where it's just completely automated? Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand. And just invites people out to a webinar for you, so you don't have to do anything. Cool. All right, let me show you that one. And this is what it looks like. You guys will come out and have this. I'm sorry, guys. It always cracks me up because we made this literally like it's almost like paint by numbers here. All right, so once somebody gets it, what happens is your virtual assistant will plug into emails into your email system. And what we've designed is actually an autoresponder series. If you don't know what that is, it's just messages that are automatically going to go out on your behalf, and they're done by the co-founders, right? So how many of y'all would love to have like just copy our messages so you don't have to worry about it? It's already there for you. Raise your hand if you guys would love to see that. Cool. So that's what we have. Let me show you what it looks like. So when your prospect is plugged into your email system, they're automatically going to get an email like this, and you guys may already have seen this from your sponsor. It says, hey, thanks for responding to our ad on how to make 5 to 10K every 10 to 14 days, how you can get up to making 10K in your first 30 days, do less than 20 hours. We're going to show you proof after proof of the 7 reasons why most people failed online and the systems that are already in place. In fact, we're going to show you, sorry guys, we got some background here. Mute a couple of these lines. Okay, there we go. So what we're going to have is we're going to show you our first one, which is our 50 leads a day system. So these emails are actually going out on your behalf to your prospects, all automated. And here's the cool part. The first one talks about our 50 leads a day system, which is what I just showed you. And the whole idea is for them to attend a webinar, right? So it says, look, every online marketer today is trying to teach you how to do this. Like, do they realize you don't have time to go sign up for a course because you're too busy with a 2-hour commute, 8 hours of work, and then you come home to a screaming house full of kids? Imagine coming home after a long day of work and you have 50 leads a day waiting for you. Want to see it? So let me show you what that looks like. So this is what your prospect is seeing. So imagine your prospect comes home, they click on this, and they have a video that's professionally done by the co-founders on your behalf.
How are you going to generate enough leads to have enough people to talk to? Nobody wants to. What I did is I just followed the simple system, and I was able to generate leads. What you're looking at here is a list that I generated. This is from basically yesterday, and as you can see right up here, that's 130 leads.
So how cool would that be? They watch this video, and then once they're done, it comes back and it refers them to your auto conversion funnel where they can register for a webinar. So how many of y'all love to have just copy our templates of what's working so you don't have to start from scratch, and we already know it converts well, right? Awesome. So that's an email system, guys. So now you guys can see the reason why everything's very automated. It's something you can do. This is not rocket science. And the reason we did this, guys, is because 30% of our group, just like on this line as you guys saw, 31% of you guys here are retirees. We wanted to make a system that you don't have to be technically savvy. As long as you can log in and click on buttons like I just showed you, you can be able to do this. So what I just showed you is what we call our 421 system. 4 times a week you run your automatic marketing system. Twice a week you send out the text, and once a week you send out an update. That literally, guys, as you guys just saw, it doesn't take very long to do it. Less than 10 hours a week, and you can build up your business to 10K in 30 days, right? So as you guys saw, it doesn't take a lot of time. Anybody can do this. That's why, from a time factor, that's the reason why you can start out in less than 10 hours a week and be able to build it, okay? So now let's talk about sales. A lot of people hate to sell, and that's one of the other reasons why most people fail online, right? So what if you guys had the co-founders and people who have already been successful in our business do 90% of the work, and they did all the webinars and explained everything for you? Raise your hand if that'd be pretty cool. How would you guys like to get 90% of the selling be done for you, where you don't have to worry about it? Yes, so guys, we have 4 live webinars a week that are done for you, so you don't have to worry about it. All you're going to do is just register people for the webinar, and we'll do it for you. And then even afterwards, when people have questions, you guys have mentors that have made over 30K a month in our business that are available to you that will address anyone's questions, so you don't have to. So that's what we call our closing and our mentoring system, okay? So now you can see, okay, great, Alex, you taught me how to market. You showed me how to do this in less than 10 hours a week. You even showed me, even if I hate to sell, how I can be able to still have success because you guys are going to do the webinars. So let's talk about the products now, right? A lot of people are to talk about, okay, so what are the products and how does this start out? So guys, here's the key. The kind of products you want to have, which is the best business model that is out there, it's digital products. It's what? It's digital products. And why is that? Because digital products, you don't have to reproduce them. You make them once, and they're like courses. There's no recurring monthly cost. There's no employees. There's no having to ship them out. There's no headaches, no fuss. So what kind of digital products? And what is digital? Digital are like training courses, audio and digital courses. And so that's what we have. That's our products. Now, if you're going to do digital products, what kind would be the best ones to market? Well, why reinvent the wheel? Why don't we just go ask Amazon what are the top 3 freaking items that they have, and we just go ahead and just license those so we don't have to come up with products from scratch, right? Wouldn't that be pretty cool? How many of y'all left out just products already in place where you don't have to worry about that are already the top selling items on Amazon? Raise your hand. Cool. So what do? We pick the top 3 selling categories, and what are those? All 3 of these categories show people today, any kind of business, on how they can generate more income online. Because let's face it, yellow pages are extinct, right? There's over 3 million businesses that have switched to online. Everybody is learning how to drive traffic online. In fact, I just got back from a marketing event where they had 82 people who started a business last year who have already made 7 figures online. Just started last year. They made $1 million online because online is where everybody's at, right? So again, making sure that we follow our no BS policy. What are the products? I'm going to literally log you into our back office so you guys can be able to see it from scratch. Now, when you guys get started, here's what it looks like. You're able to log in, and we have what's known as a sales tracking system that automatically tracks your sales for you, okay? Now, if you take a look at here, here's the cool part. When you log into your system, by the way, this is like a $10,000 system that you guys get for a one-time admin fee of $200 to $500. It's automatically in place for you. Here's what it does. It tracks all your sales, so this is over $1 million. But here's the key. Look at the total number of sales, 66. Divide 1 million by that number, you're going to notice it's over $10,000. In fact, it's about $15,000 per sale. So that's the key, guys. And I just want you to imagine making $15,000 per sale where you make it once. Imagine being able to come home from work. What would that do for you? Would it help you to fire your boss? Would it help you to pay off some bills? It doesn't take a lot of sales. It literally takes only 1 sale to be able to do that here, okay? Now, on the products, I'm going to show you this, but for the sake of the webinar, I can't literally go through every product with you, right? But what I'm going to do is show you some of the ones that we have, and here's how it works. When you guys purchase the product package, you get what's known as the licensing rights to that package. If you guys don't understand licensing, here's all it means. Licensing means you have 100% rights to resell, and you can sell it over and over and over and over again, but you only pay once. That's what's so great about the licensing, okay? Now, obviously, the bigger packages you get includes the ones that are in the previous packages. So if you buy the 6500, it has a 2000 and a 3500. If you purchase the 22,000, you get all the other packages in it, okay? Now, I'm going to spend some time looking at 6500 because every one of these packages is designed to teach any business. What kind of business? Any business how to double or triple their marketing online, how to make more money and have a physical presence online. Now, once you own the packages, there's really 2 ways to market this business, okay? One is if you market to an end user. The second one is if you market the system, the entire system, where you don't have to worry about it. So now, marketing to an end user, it's kind of like owning a Subway sandwich store and selling 1 sandwich at a time. It's excruciating. Can you do it? But yes, can you do it? Absolutely. So this is what that would look like. So let's just look at Facebook traffic here, right? How many of y'all heard of Facebook? Pretty cool, right? Raise your hand. I know I'm being a little bit facetious, but I'm just trying to get your point here. Everybody's heard of Facebook, right? So here's the key. My brother had a restaurant in Dallas, right? And he wanted to be able, he did not have a business Facebook page. I'm like, bro, you need to establish a Facebook page, and you start driving traffic to it. He's like, well, I don't know how. I go, okay, why don't you go through this course? He paid the $6,500. He went through this.
Hello and welcome.
Again, we don't have time to go through the whole course, so I'm just going to show you what that looks like. So what the course taught him is how to get what's known as page likes. He started driving traffic to a 10-mile perimeter for his restaurant, his local area, and he got more likes. It taught him what demographics to be able to market to, and then all he did was run a coupon of buy one, get one free in that local area. Well, guess what? By him just doing that over the last year, he was able to build up his business. And by the way, this is what it looks like in order to figure out what your demographics are.
So before you can actually create your Facebook ad campaign, you will want to know your demographics. And
So he figured out the demographics for his business was a 10-mile perimeter, buy one, get one free coupon. And here's the cool part about Facebook. You run the traffic. Once they like you and they're inside your database, you have their email, you don't have to pay for that traffic again. So he built it up from 100 friends to now over 3,000. I think it's 3,500 friends. I lost count last time, but it's over 3,000 friends. But here's the most important thing. He paid $6,500. He learned how to do well on the Facebook ads. And once it started doing well, what's the next step?
hello and welcome to video number 9, conversion tips.
So
Congratulations.
he learned how to scale his business. Now, he paid $6,500, and he's taken his business from $40,000 a month to $110,000 a month. So let me ask you guys a question. Would you guys pay $6,500 to learn how to make an extra $70,000 per month? How many of y'all would do that? Raise your hand. Yeah, I mean, that's like, no, it's like not rocket science, right? It's simple, guys. You can do that, right? So that's one way you can market to an end user. But what we like to do is market the system, right? Because if you market to an end user, you could do it, but you would have to continue to make active sales all the time. When you market the system, we already have our 50 leads a day system already, and it comes with the marketing and people. Because what are people looking for? They're looking for an online franchise-like business today where they can make over $10,000 a month and be able to build it, right? And what that's like, it's kind of like a Subway, but you have 10 Subway stores, and you're selling millions of sandwiches. So would you guys like to have one Subway store and sell actively, or would you guys like to have 10 Subway stores and sell passively? Raise your hand if you guys like to do 10 Subway stores. That'd be better? Yes, so that's why we market the system, okay? So now that you guys understand this, now I'm going to show you guys what the sales look. So once you make a sale, because you own the licensing, the money comes to you directly, and once it does, it's going to look a little bit like this. There we go. Okay, so I want to show you guys what that looks like. The money comes directly to you. Why is that? Because you own the licensing. So once the money's sent to you directly, you want to be able to learn how to, all you do is you go click on your back, you go to your back office, you click the button, and you click to submit. As soon as you do that, your new member basically gets their own login, password, everything is set up for them, and the products are all stored here for them. It stores the products, no shipping, no handling, makes it super simple, no drop shipping, it's all in place. And here's the cool part. A lot of you guys are going to see here, we're going to have a bonus at the end, but I just want to show you this because I'm here. So everybody asks, do you guys really make $6,500, $12,500, and $22,000 sales? So I just want to make sure you guys can see this. How many of y'all can see the date and the timestamp here? It says February 2nd, 12/5. Raise your hand if you guys can see the date and the timestamp and the amounts. Raise your hand. Okay, cool. So check this out. So how many sales did I make in February? February was just last month, right? So look, 6,500. I haven't made one since December, right? So where are all the sales coming at? Look at the 12/5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's $50,000 just in February. So do we get 22K sales? Yeah, but check this out. 22. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 22, I believe that's 132, plus 50, that's 182,000 in 1 month, right? How many of y'all like to be able to have a 6-figure month like that? And here's the cool part. On February, I love this because on Valentine's Day, I was out with my fiance, I made 44,000. Would that be pretty cool? Yeah, that's a pretty nice Valentine's Day. Can you buy your sweetheart something pretty cool on that? But no, but overall, guys, I want you to see, the reason why I'm showing you my back office is because I want you to see the results, okay? So you're going to notice, I'm going to show you 95% of our sales are over 6,500. So, and the sales are all tracked for you, so you don't have to sit there and worry about it, okay? So how many of y'all would love to have this auto tracking system and the products there where you don't have to worry about the drop shipping? It's all done for you for a one-time admin fee. Raise your hand. That'd be pretty cool. Awesome. All right, cool. Love how all the hands are going up. Awesome. All right, so we're going to keep going. So now you guys can see the products in and how we got that covered. So now, as I mentioned to you, we earn 100% commissions that pay directly to you. So there's no middleman company. When you get paid instantly. It hits your account, so there's no waiting. So now let's talk about the support. A lot of people, the primary reason why they haven't had results, because they never had the support in the past, right? So how many of y'all would love to have somebody in our business who started before you, who's made over 30K a month, who's come back and now they're volunteering, they're coming back to help. Someone like Leilani here, who's made over 6 figures, and she's willing to devote her time back to you 30 minutes a day, and you have your own personal mentor. For 30 minutes a day, she's not only going to train you, she's going to answer your question. Raise your hand if you guys would like to have a mentor once you start the business. Someone who's successful. Man, you guys, okay, only a few hands, really? Leilani, should we up the offer? I think we should. What if you guys could have 2 mentors then? Not just a Leilani, but you had at least 2 different mentors twice a week, 30 minutes, and they were literally available for you, not just for training, but to answer your question. Raise your hand if you guys like to see that. All right, we got more hands going up. All right, cool. All right, so we got about 30% of you now. Okay. All right, so you guys are driving a hard bargain. All right, what if we had 3? 3. I want to see all these hands go up. How many of you would love to have 3 different mentors? There we go. I'm seeing a lot more hands now. All right, we got 60% of you guys. All right, still not enough. Leilani, should we up the offer?
I think we should.
I think we should. This is like, you guys are driving a really hard bargain. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you 4 different mentors every week that make over 30K a month. How many of you would love to have 4 different mentors that make over 30K a month? Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand. All right, more hands. All right, guys. I see some of you are not raising your hand because you're going to think this offer is going to get better. So I'm going to tell you this. This is my last offer. It's going to be the final one, okay? 5th one, 5 different mentors. 5 a week. You jump on. They make over 30K a month, and they're personally there to help and train you. And I just want you to know the only difference between a mentor and you, somebody started before you. I love it. All their hands are going up. Yes. So that's what we have. So, guys, listen. Here's the key. We realize that the biggest reason for success, we really want you to know, I've seen a lot of different business models. One of them is what I call the check collectors, right? What are check collectors? Check collectors are ones that get your check, and then you never hear from them after again. Our model is very different. In fact, I'm going to show you how it's very different. You're going to hear from our community by the end of this. But you literally have 5 different mentors. So, because when you get started, we don't just want you to get started. We want to help you be successful. And what the only difference between you and mentor like Leilani here is just time. They started before you. Now they're here. They're giving back. And that's a big part of our culture. We not only believe about making money, but we believe about giving back. So if you're selfish, this is not the right business model for you. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're just about collecting checks, there's about 30 other business models online you can go find. But if you guys really want to be able to help others, once we show you how to make 3 times more income in 1/3 the time, you're willing to volunteer, give some of your time back, then you're in the right place, okay? So, mentoring system. And now, we also have a community system. So if the mentors aren't enough, if you guys ever have questions, we're going to give you free access to our Skype and our Facebook, where you guys can literally jump on and get all your questions addressed, okay? And the very last one, if you're not technically savvy, what we have is, how many of y'all would love to have somebody that's like available for you 8 hours a day who can jump on your computer like a Microsoft technician and help you out, technically? Now, guys, we told you, everything is clickable. It's not very hard what we do, but even if you have questions, we have somebody that's available there for you, okay? And number 10, the biggest reason why our business model works is because overall it is about helping. We get real results, and we love to be able to help other people do the same, right? So, guys, I just covered the 6 out of the 7. So raise your hand right now if you guys are just saying, you know what, Alex, I think I can do this. I just wanted to show you. It was very simple. Raise your hand, though, if you guys can say, you know what, I think I can do this. This is not rocket science, right? Okay, cool. So now I'm going to cover with you the last part here, which is about how to get started. It's about the money aspect, right? Because a lot of us don't have the capital to get started. I actually didn't when I first got started. And I use our other people's money system like 95% of our other people. So whether you have the money or you don't, we're going to show you how you can use our other people's money system as well. And to talk more about that, I'm going to let the beautiful, vivacious Leilani take over.
Thank you, Alex. So I am excited to share some funding options with you guys. So you guys can use cash or check. You can use credit cards. You can go through your 401k as an option or an IRA. Looking at stocks or investments, your life insurance policy, equity from homes or a vehicle. You can look at a personal loan or a business loan. I love this one. You can sell stuff. Even if you think I'm crazy, I have much better stuff now, so I'm not. I know best. I have really nice stuff now. And then family and friends, you can partner with someone. maybe you have someone in your life you've been, wanting to do business with. And then our finance companies. And Alex is going to show you the slide right now that it's going to look like when you have the person who invited you here take you to that website. So what you want to do is get back with the person who invited you here and let them know that you want to check out our Other People's Money system. And when you guys go, you're going to get a walkthrough with them together. It's a pretty simple system, but you still want to do that together. Because here's what it is, guys. You don't want to kind of figure this out by yourself. You don't want to think about, oh, my credit's bad or it's great. Just try it. You never know. Even if you have, the money to get started, why not use the Other People's Money system? That's what people do when they have the money, right? And if they don't have the money, we've had a gentleman on, I believe, Alex's team who had 67 credit infractions that actually got approved. So you just never know. So definitely check out our Other People's Money system, guys. Get back with the person who invited you here today, and they'll help walk you through that. It is really quick and easy, but they want to walk you through, okay?
That's awesome. Thank you, Leilani. So, guys, here's how easy it is. It's no hassles, no obligations, and it doesn't even affect your credit score. Here's what happens. When you get back to your sponsor, they literally walk you through it. The reason why we don't put the site up is because we want you to get back to your sponsor. People always have questions. We want to make sure that we are setting you guys up for success. Get back with them. What they're going to do is basically walk you through it. Within 25 minutes, you're going to know right away what you got approved for, okay? Right off the bat. And like I said, for some of you may say, I may have good credit. If you've got good credit or you're not sure what your credit's like, don't worry. You'll find out by the time you finish this. And at the end of it, if the Other People's Money system doesn't work, we also have credit cards where we have a high rate of approval from 3 companies, okay? So it allows you guys to get started. What's so great about our business model is they give you 4 to 5 years to pay it back, but our average transaction is over $10,000 per sale. So most of our members are able to pay it back in less than 3 months, okay? It's not a very long time. And so get back with your sponsor, and they're going to be able to share with you on how to access that link and find out what different approvals you're going to get, okay? So thank you, Leilani, for that. Now, guys, here's the key. By now, you guys have seen the value. Raise your hand now if you guys could say, you know what, Alex, not only can I get this, I understand this business. It's pretty cool. I love the simplicity of it, and the model is there. Awesome. I love all the hands going up. So here's the difference, guys. Here's the reason why we came up with the system. I was busy traveling, as I told you guys, and I was looking for a system like this. It hadn't been invented yet. So we decided to come up with it. And here's what it would have cost you from time if you guys were going to try to go do this yourself without just plugging in, okay? So first of all, you would have to figure out all the different tools and software. That's like $500. Get all the email series that we've already written down by the co-founders. That's $500. All the texting templates we tried out for the last 2 years. All the headaches and hassles of you trying to figure it out, that's gone. But that's basically $497. Pre-recorded business intro audios where they're professionally done. If you guys noticed, maybe you guys got a phone call message. It wasn't done by me. It was done by somebody that was professional, so I didn't have to do it either. One-on-one quick strategy session. So we have a coach that's make over $30K a month where once you get started, they will literally spend an hour with you and go through and set you up for what we call our 90-day strategy session. That alone would cost you about $500. Daily success activities. Now, how many of y'all would love to see a system that once you get started, there's no guesswork. You have a step-by-step with videos that tells you exactly what to do. You can check it off and go to the next video. Like, you know exactly what to do every step of the way. Raise your hand if you guys would love to see that. I'm going to show you that by the end of this, but if you guys want to have that, that alone would be over $500. Pre-recorded webinar for you to set up the auto conversion funnel I'm going to show you here. If you guys were going to do it yourself, that would cost you about $3,000. The high converting funnel with live webinars, that would cost you $12,500. How do I know? Because that's what we paid for it, and you guys would automatically get access to that. The payment and commission system I showed you earlier, that'd be $10,000. You guys get it for a one-time admin fee now. And if you guys were going to go develop your own training system, that would cost you about $25,000. And to have, I'm sorry when I laugh, but if you guys were going to go try to do what we did, which is basically licensing out the best products that are available online, not only would it take you months to maybe years to do, but essentially, overall, that's like priceless, guys. I can't even put a price on that. So if you guys were going to do this by yourself, it would cost you over $52,000, not to mention months or years to be able to get it all together and test it. Or you could just plug in and do just basically like a franchise, copy our success blueprint and have success, okay? So now, how many of y'all can see, okay, Alex, I'm pretty much in. I'm excited. I just need to figure out the other people's money system and how that works, but I'm pretty much, I get the business. Like, I'm ready to get started. You have questions. Raise your hand if that's you. Awesome. Cool. So for those of you who have it, that's a lot of you guys, which is awesome. I'm going to show you guys how you can get started very quickly. Okay. So when I first got started, I had to set up all my tools, do everything from beginning to end, and it took me like 3 weeks to do it. So I promised myself I was never going to have any of our members worry about that again. So here's what we did. We developed what's called an onboarding service. It's called a what? Onboarding service. So literally you have somebody that's overseas, they jump on your computer like a Microsoft technician, and they set up all your tools for you to copy our files. That's day 1. Day 3, they test all of it to make sure it's working properly. So by day 5, you're marketing. So guys, if you start on a Monday, you're literally marketing by Friday in your business. How many of y'all think that's pretty cool? Super fast, right? Raise your hand if you guys like to start in a business and start marketing right away. Would that be pretty cool? Awesome. So guys, you get that automatically as a bonus in our system. Bonus number 2, if you love to make sales but you hate to sell, right? So I shared with you guys we have a 4-step system for success. First one is to run your automated marketing system. Step 2 is just to register to the webinar. Let us do the presentations. Step 3, how would you guys like it after the webinar? If people had questions, you literally had our mentoring system of people who made over $30K a month, close the deals for you, and address the questions. Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand if you guys would love to have that, where you guys don't have to worry about closing a single deal. Just put them on the phone with our experts, and they're going to do it for you. Raise your hand. Guys, every hand should be up. Awesome. So, guys, most other systems that I know, they actually charge you to do this. They charge you a percentage of your deals to do it. We do it for absolutely free. Why? Because we want our culture to be, once you're successful, to be able to come back and give back to others. Okay? So for that, it's a part of, you guys literally have that access for free. Bonus number 3, join a business and you never get support. You got a question to get right away. You get free access to our Skype community and our Facebook community. It's normally a $9.97 value, and it's literally free. And what I'm going to tell you right now, 85% of our members love this system the best. It's the number 1 reason why they're here. In fact, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to hear from our own members. So if you guys take a look here, this is our Facebook community, which you guys would get access to once you join. So I'm going to say, hey, team. Let's call them superstars, because everybody's a superstar in our business. Hey, superstars, what's your feedback since you joined about 8-figure dream lifestyle, the community, and support, and results? Now, bear in mind, why am I doing this? If you guys see this number here, there's 328 members on here, and we actually have another group for 2017. That's 261, right? So what I'm going to share with you guys, why am I posting here? Because out of 328, if we're crappy in any way, you guys are going to get people telling you, right? So I really want you guys to see this for yourselves. So again, it's part of our no BS policy. We want you guys to see that this really does work. And yes, you too can do this, okay? So we're going to come back to that. Number 4, you're not very technical and you want to get questions done right away, get free access to our tech support daily. That's a $9.97 value. It will be automatically free once you join our business. And the last one, which is one of my favorites, if you never get access to our top leaders, how would you guys like to get direct support from people in our business who made over $30K a month and they're volunteering, they're helping you guys climb up that ladder of success? And guys, to me, that's priceless. I know where I'm at today. The reason why I'm successful, because I've got 2 people offline who've helped me in the private equity business, and I've learned from them. I have 2 co-founders who make money online. I've learned from them. And so why do we give you 5? You guys ever want to? Here's the reason why. Your bank account is supposed to match the 5 people you hang around the most, okay? So what am I going to do? I'm going to give you guys 5 people with really big bank accounts. So your bank account can match theirs, okay? And so to me, that's like literally priceless. You guys will get access to that. You don't have to worry about it, okay? So those are the 5. So how many of y'all by now? I just want to make sure everybody by now is like super excited. How many of y'all by now like, Alex, I get it. I can see the value. I can see myself doing it. How many of y'all can see yourself doing this? Like you're like, this is easy. This is not rocket science. This is something online that I've been looking for. Okay, great. Almost all of you. Cool. So now I'm going to give you our ultimate bonus. For those of you guys that can see the value, what we've noticed is the people that have gotten to the fastest start, like Leilani, like Jay, like Steven, who you're going to meet, Jay, who made over $41,500 in his first 45 days, Steven, who's made over 6 figures and been able to fire his boss, and Tom, who's made over, I don't even know what he's up to today, but he fired his boss within less than 5 months in this business, who you guys are going to get to hear from in a second. We noticed those people who started, and they successful people make decisions quickly. So we wanted to reward that. So for everybody who gets started in the next 48 hours by either paying the licensing fee, we're going to bump, which is basically your $200 to $500 licensing fee, or if you fill out our other people's money system, we're going to bump you up to the next level of membership for free. So what does that mean? This is what it means. It means you can start the business, only pay $6,500, but you're going to get a $12,000 $500. You're going to get bumped up to the next level, and you're going to save $6,000, guys. But here's the cool part: you can make up to $12,500 per sale, okay? Because you're getting that license. On option 2, you can pay $12,500, get bumped up to $22,000, and save not only save $9,500, but be able to make more than $22,000 per sale, guys. That's huge. So what it says here, once qualified, you can earn 100% commission. So what does that mean? Well, it's kind of like a franchise, right? McDonald's gives you their entire success blueprint, but they charge you like a 7% royalty for life, right? Our business is so much better. What we do, we show you how you can drive 50 leads a day to your system. You don't have to figure it out. Once the leads hit, we have a virtual assistant, listens and transcribes, puts a report for you. Once you get the reports, all you do is invite them, register them to a webinar by email, text, or phone call. Once you do that, they attend, we do the presentation, and afterwards we even help you guys to close the deals. For all that, you pay a one-time sale to your sponsor, and after that, you guys can make up to $12,500 here, or $22,000. Now, you may be saying to yourself, Alex, what if I want to start making money from day one? I don't want to have to worry about any qualifications. That's a great question. That's our VIP. Guys, when you get started at the $22,000 level, you automatically get qualified for every level, so you don't have to give up your first sale. And more importantly, we have an event that's coming around the corner. It's going to be on March 24th to the 26th, which you guys will get free complimentary tickets to, and you get $30K a month in 60 days. Now, I'm going to tell you the story behind the event here in a second, and I'm going to go over the numbers with you so you guys can understand this. So you may be asking yourself, okay, Alex, when I get started, how fast can I start? What's my average sale and so forth? So I'm going to tell you this right now. 95% of our sales are over $6,500. Why? Because people want to capitalize on the bonus and make over $6,500. And you guys just saw my back office. All the sales are what? 12, 5, and 22s, because people want to be able to make more money per sale or get qualified right away, okay? So that's the first thing. Now, once you get started, here's how cool it is on our marketing. When we market, we don't market to 1 or 2 or 3 people. Guys, we market to 100,000 prospects in a very short period of time, about a week to week and a half. That 100,000 prospects turns into 2 to 3 sales within 30 to 45 days on average. Now, I'm a huge numbers guy. I'm all about averages. You may do more, you may do less, but overall, you're going to get 2 to 3 sales within 30 to 45 days. Your average sale is over $6,500. So my question for you is, would you guys spend $500 in advertising to market to 100,000 prospects? You guys can average between 2 to 3 sales. Not rocket science, right? That's the reason why our business works. Very simple model, massive marketing, and a high dollar per transaction. That's the reason why the model works very well, okay? So now you guys know the averages and the reason why our model works. Now, what we decided to do last year, it was last March, this is the reason for the event, so I want to give you guys a backstory, how we started having events and the reason why you want to actually come to our next event. I was basically at a VIP, and I had a member that was at $6,500. Her name was Deborah. She was a painter. She was doing really well. She had made $40,000 for the month. I don't know if you guys met painters who've ever made $40,000, but she was one. So she loved it because she could paint for fun and then do this business, right? So she had a sale at $22,000. So guess what? Because she was at $6,500, her sale was at $22,000. The difference rolled up to me. Did what? It rolls up to you. So I made $15,500. Then what happened was Deborah actually decided to upgrade at that time so she could own that licensing level, because she was at $6,500. She wanted to own the licensing and be able to make a qualifying sale. So what she decided to do was upgrade and send another $15,500. So basically, Deborah was super happy now because now she doesn't have to send any more money. She makes all the money in her business, right? Michael, the gentleman who started at 22,000, who was in real estate, he looked at this business model and he said, well, Alex, it seems like I keep the most amount of money on the table if I start at 22, or if I start at 65 or 12.5, I'm going to end up spending more money over the long period. I said, that's correct. Well, it only makes sense. I want to start at 22. I said, okay, great. So he did our other people's money system, got qualified, and got started. And he was happy because he started making money from day one. Okay? So they're both happy, and here's the cool part. I just made $31,000 passively in one day. So what did I do? I went back to the co-founders and said, listen, guys, we need to start having events that teaches people how to maximize on their business model. They're like, well, what are we going to call it, Alex? I go, well, why don't we call it 30K a month in 60 days? Because I just made $31,000 in a day, so I know I could teach anybody how to do this in 2 months. So they said, okay. So we had our first one right here in my beautiful backyard in Laguna Beach. We had 21 members there. Out of that 21, we had a half a dozen who made $30,000 to $70,000 in the month of July, the very next month. So, and guys, if you guys know July, it's typically a slow month. Our members were cranking it. So what did we do? We decided to have another training sorry. We had another training. Sorry, just ran out of oxygen for a second. I get excited. So sometimes I just go without a breath because I really want you guys to see the value, right? So then what we decided to do, had another one in October, and it was 55 attendees at the end of October. And what was cool, we had people like Leilani who basically learned, and they were the ones teaching at that event. So we did only 20% of the training because our members were actually the ones that were already getting success in teaching. So we had 55 attendees. We've had over 18 who've made 6 figures in the last 90 days. 6 figures, 100,000 in 90 days. So are the events important? Absolutely. So you want to be at our next event. It's coming up, and I'm going to share some more information about that here in a second. It's coming up March 24th to March 26th here in beautiful San Diego. And if you guys come in at the VIP, you get 2 complimentary tickets to be able to attend that. So get back to your sponsor and ask them about that. So that shares with you a little bit about the numbers. So by now, guys, you've seen what you've learned. We've talked about some major numbers, but let's just step back a second, right? Let's just remember, one sale in our business over $6,500, right? So what would an extra $6,500 do for you? Would it help you guys to pay off some bills? Would it help you guys to fire your boss? Or would it help you guys really start living the lifestyle of your dreams, right? So it doesn't take very long to be able to do that. And so I'm going to jump over a little part of this since I'm going a little bit over. And here's the key. By now you guys saw the value. You got really 2 choices. I know most of you guys on 2016, you had a year, and you're here to make 2017 different, right? And as Tony Robbins says, if you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. So you can keep trying to do what you did last year, or you can be able to stop making excuses. And like I said, you can go try to figure out, I just shared with you the 7 reasons why people fail online and the 7 systems you're going to need to trump it. So you can either go ahead and try to figure that out by yourself, or you can come partner with us, have mentors in place, people that started before you, and now they're here and they're giving back, who have been able to make over $30,000 a month now. They're able to spend time with their families. They fired their bosses. They're living their dream lifestyle. They're giving back and they're helping you be successful. Okay? So with that, as Tony Robbins says, the moment's a decision that your destiny is shaped. And here's our goal. Last year, we helped over 30 people, guys, make over 6 figures, who are now averaging somewhere between $30,000 to $100,000 a month. This year, our goal is to help 1,000 members make over $250,000. Why $250,000? Because at $20K a month, you can not only spend 10 grand on your expenses, but you're going to be able to take that extra 10 grand and be able to put it into maybe your grandkids' account, your kids' college tuition, or do what I've been doing, which is buying properties left and right, so you can be able to have a huge nest egg that's available for you. Okay? So by now, you're either one of these 3. You're either thanks, not a good match, but most likely you're interested, you got a few questions, or you're ready and you're ready to get started and you're ready to make money. So we're going to take a little poll here so we can see where you guys are at. In the meantime, I don't want you to just hear from me or from Leilani. I'm going to also bring out some other members, and I'm also going to share with you guys our step-by-step training checklist while we do that, okay? So in order to do that, let's see here. Give me 1 second. So the first one I'm going to bring out here is Cowboy Steve. Cowboy Steve, are you on with us? I got to do that accent. All right, so
Yes,
for
I
the
am.
Fire Your Boss, I'm going to have Cowboy Steve here. And again, I told you this is a no BS webinar. Cowboy Steve started out, and the reason why we call him Cowboy Steve is because he lives in Dallas, Texas, my original hometown, and he's actually been in oil and gas for 30 years. He's been a sales rep. He actually got downsized in his company, went from making $100,000 to $33,000. His boss basically came in and said, "Hey, I'm going to pay you 1/3 to work the same 60 hours a week." So he decided to basically start working this business since September, and then he's just done phenomenal. So I mean, he's just been able to crank it. So Cowboy Steve, share with everybody why you started the business. I know you made like $50,000 in your first 2 months. Super stoked for you. But share about what this business was like life before, what life is like now after the business. And now I'm going to pull up our checklist for everybody. Take it away.
Hi, Steve.
Well, hello, Leilani. Yeah, life before this business was pretty miserable. I mean, the industry that had supported and fed my family for 25 years basically went away. And companies were closing, and layoffs were happening, and I was used to a very comfortable living, $150,000 a year or whatever. And, oil and gas just went down sharply, and my boss came to me and he said, we're going to lower your pay to, $40,000 with no commissions. And once everything was taken out of that, they were sending me like a mortgage payment, it looked like. So it was ridiculous. So I saw this business, and I loved it right away. The business model, everything about it. Started working it in September. And, my big thing was, if I work real hard and can make $10,000 a month, I'm great with that. So I got started and was very pleasantly surprised. First 60 days, I'd made $50,000. And, at about...
Wait. Let's slow down for a second, because I know you just want to keep going. But $50,000 your first 2 months. So, first of all, that's 1.5 times more than what you were going to make by working, right?
Yeah, for a whole year.
Sweet. For a whole year. You did it in 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Now, talk about what life was like before, what you've been able to do with your family, because I know you've got like a ton of kids. So talk to everybody about that.
We spend time with them. We go on field trips with them. We go on huge vacations now. It's wonderful. I get to see my family again. And never thought we'd be able to take big vacations. Took the whole family to Orlando to Disney World 7 days. Had a great time over New Year's. And never thought we'd be able to do that. And recently went on a field trip with my son, 6th grade field trip to the Museum of Natural Science in Dallas here. And my kid was the only one that had both parents there. We loved it.
Love it.
You normally have to split those duties. Mom goes or dad goes or whatever. We got to both go the full day.
That's awesome.
Because of that, we had to chaperone 7 kids instead of 3. But that's okay. It was fun.
That's awesome. And now, what'd you say? Your commute is only 10 feet, right? Because you're basically working from home and being able to do everything.
It's a very short commute, and it does not involve a car.
I love it.
And I have no Mondays anymore. I have 7 Fridays a week.
Yeah, I love seeing their pictures. He posted pictures of them at Disney World with the kids, and he's like, I could have never done this in my job. Now I'm here for like a week and a half. I'm not even worried about paying for this because I covered it with less than 1 sale, what the expenses were. So congrats to Steve, Cowboy Steve. Appreciate it. Thank you for sharing. Now, I told you guys, I promised I would share with you guys our little checklist when you get started. So here's how cool it is. When you get started, guys, you have your back office, and we put everything on videos. We put them on what? Videos. Why? Because we know that you guys are probably going to work. You're going to start this part-time, and everybody has different schedules, so you can literally come here, start it, watch the videos. And by the way, you can literally knock out our entire orientation on a good Saturday afternoon because it's not complicated what we do.
Hey guys, welcome.
This is what it
glad
looks
to have
like.
you on here, and glad to have you as part of the team. My name's Coach Alex,
And so here's the cool part. You watch the video. You click on the check button. Guess what? It moves to the next video. Click on the check when you watch it. Go to the next one. How easy is this? I mean, it's freaking literally that easy. It's like Jay would say, it's like following instructions. All I do is follow instructions. So just do that, and you're all set. So it's not rocket science, okay? So I wanted to be able to show you that. And then we talked about our auto conversion funnel, right, which some of you guys have been able to see. But how would you guys like if once you start the business, this is where people are sent. You get a funnel that's like this. A funnel, again, is literally a website that converts, that makes you sales. So your prospect, imagine your prospects come to your funnel. They want to see our business having success. So they're able to see all these people that have success. And if you guys notice, we have a very diverse group, all different ages, races, sexes. Why? And we want people to watch this and be able to say, you know what, that person is just like me. Lots of business owners, professionals. Once they watch it, then they say, okay, great, you know what? This looks like it works. Let me go register for a webinar. They go ahead and go register for the webinar. Once they do, cool part about this is it automatically shows them a replay of that webinar. So how many of you would love to have a system like this for your prospect, where it's automatically there and you don't have to worry about it, and it literally explains 95% of the business for you. So now they can watch a replay of the webinar. They can see all the success stories because we want them to see who are the people, meet the community. So now they're going to be able to go meet the community, watch a longer extended video.
About 6 to 8 weeks, I've made $35,000.
And so now they're able to see the individual stories of our members. So that way they can actually see this does work. Now, for those of you who want to learn more about the products, they're all right here. We didn't have all the time to be able to cover them, but it shows you all the different ones and the value behind every one of them. Okay, so that way you guys can see that. But here's the cool part to this. Once they're done, they can literally go through your funnel, and then they just click the Enroll Now button.
About 6 to 8 weeks, I've made $35,000. Then I was able to take time off for my daughter.
And then they're able to go in and fill out the application form, and then you get the application so you know they're interested.
8 weeks, I've made $35,000.
Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand if you guys would love to have a system like that where your prospects go through, they fill out the form, and it comes straight back to you. Is that pretty cool? All right. So, guys, I'm doing my best to make sure you guys see the full value of this on one webinar, okay? So now, with that said, we have some questions, and let's see. We got a few. I wanted you guys also to see what it's like for new members to get started, what they've been able to do. So, give me 1 second. Oh, cool. So, by the way, for those of you who are not very tech savvy, and you guys are retirees, because I know that's a question we always get, right? Alex, what if I'm, a senior citizen and I'm not very techy? Could that work for me? Well, Sue is about to prove to you guys how you guys can do this business, because I want to make sure you guys literally have no freaking excuse why you guys don't think you can do this, okay? And so Sue is what we call our non-techie, I call her our senior blondie retiree, and she made $57,000 in her first 5 weeks, guys, in this business. So Sue, while I basically pull up the Q&A to answer those questions, go ahead and tell them a little bit about your success, what you've been able to do.
I just love you, Alex. Your energy. I've always just keep saying, what is it that you're on? What do you have for breakfast? But I know it's that green stuff.
I'm high on life, baby.
I know, and we are, and that's a side effect of what we're doing here is that we're just all so excited. We can't stop smiling. I mean, it's been life-changing for me. Yes, I like my little nickname you gave me, the, 66-year-old non-techie senior blonde retiree. And I always say to people, if I can do this, anybody can. If someone would have told me that I was going to make $57,000 in 5 weeks without even knowing what I was doing, I would have said, right, you're crazy. But it really did happen. And I've since gone on to more than triple that. And I mean, still I have to keep pinching myself to say, am I dreaming? Is this real? But it's so real. And I just love the people. I would have never been able to do what I've done had it not been for all of the great people in this community, all of our founders and the super leaders. Everybody here shares of their time and their knowledge and their skills, and I just can't thank everybody enough because I'm still, coming along here, but I'm doing all right. And all I know is that it has been life-changing for me and my family. I've been bebopping all over the country now, from California to Wyoming to Arizona. I'm going to be in San Diego the end of this month, Florida next month. Who knows where after that? Maybe New Zealand. I don't know. But these are things I never, ever would have been able to do had it not been for this wonderful business. And
let's talk about the technical part. I mean, you really had an issue. You're like, Alex, I'm not very good at computers, right? So what was it like when you came in here to explain to people what was it like for you? So because I want them to hear that.
Well, like I said, the first 5 weeks, I honestly didn't really know what I was doing, but because of the outsourcing that we have and the automation, right? The fact that I could outsource things that people really did know what they were doing, right? They knew what they were doing, and I trusted that they were going to help me through it, and boy, did they help me. I mean, to the extent that I did make that $57,000 in the first 5 weeks. So I could have never done that had it not been for having help behind the scenes, and really kind of helping me along. So like I said, if I can do this, anybody can. The outsourcing has been wonderful. The community is so supportive, and just the training, everything. I love the new sales funnel too. It's just made it even easier for people like me who aren't very techy to just follow directions, right?
That is awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Sue,
much.
for sharing. Thank you for
Thank
being.
you.
I'm so excited for you. I look forward to hearing about your New Zealand trip, which is coming up soon.
Can't wait to see you in San Diego.
That's right. We're coming out.
Yeah.
So, guys, here's our community. So I just want you guys to see the results. So here's James. Best business model I've seen, made $16,500 working part-time while juggling full-time job, newborn, all thanks to automation. So congrats, James. Susan just shared her story about 55 in the first 5 weeks. Heather, hey, Alex, I love this business community support. Again, you guys are just hearing from everybody in our business, right? Steve, hey, Alex, the business model is the most lucrative I've ever come across. Outstanding support, tremendous leadership, exceptional training. Tony Hobbs, this business is amazing. I wish I had started this business 7 years ago. Sorry, Tony, we didn't have all the technology, or we would have built it for you earlier. But that's essentially what we got. You guys are going to love it here. So, guys, that's really, I wanted you guys to be able to see that in advance so you guys could be able to see it from our members, okay? So now let's talk about the questions where you guys have it, and then we're going to finish it off. Sorry for going a little bit over, but I always get excited, so we're going to cover this now. How does other people's money system work? That's a great question. Get back with your sponsor, and they're going to walk you through the form. Again, when you fill it out, guys, there's no hassles, no obligations. It'll let you guys know what you qualify for. Based on that, you can make a decision on where you guys want to be able to get started, okay? What are we selling? Good question again. So our products are the top 3 best-selling items on Amazon categories. What we've done is we've gone and licensed those, and there's 2 ways to market it. You can either market it to an end user, or you can market the system. Most of us choose to market the system, but the products are valuable by themselves. You guys can be able to do that. In order to see more about the products, get back with your sponsor. They'll be happy to show you that if you'd like to know. What are the marketing costs? Marketing costs, guys, it's as simple as being able to spend $500 to market to 100,000 prospects, as I mentioned. That normally, on the average, between 2 to 3 sales on average, okay? So now, the marketing budget can be set aside based on what you guys can be able to afford. So I just want you guys to know that. So when you get back to your sponsor, they can basically tailor a marketing budget that meets your results. But I'm also going to tell you, when you guys do the business, which the next question, what are the costs to get started, we actually, when we do other people's money, we not only set you up to not only have your business costs, but we set you up to have your business costs, your marketing costs, and your first few months of your other people's money's payments. So you've got all that set aside. So when you come in, you don't have to worry about that. It's already set aside. So you're going zero out of pocket to be able to have all that covered until you get to profit mode. Okay. So I want you guys to know that. How do I get paid? That's a great question. It comes to you directly because you own the licensing. So people will send you a wire or a deposit straight to your account. So there's no middleman, no company to wait for because you own the licensing rights. So it makes it super simple. How fast can I start making sales? Well, that's a great question. And in order to get that question's addressed, I'm going to bring out both Tom and Jay, my dynamic duo here. And
are they at the same house, or are they going to be 2 different?
They should be. I mean, but by the way, so both these guys happen to live in Clearwater, Florida. They didn't know each other before this online business, but now they're like BFFs, and I can't even stop them from talking. But here's what I'm going to share with you guys. Both these guys started their businesses in mid-October. I think Tom started maybe a little bit earlier than that. But anyway, so Jay, real short because we got to cover a couple of other things and get done. But just no BS. You started out mid-October. How fast can people start making sales? And tell them a little bit about why you joined the business and what it's done for you. Okay?
Well, for me, I joined the business because I was in the real estate market. I was a real estate investor until it crashed, and then tried I don't know how many businesses after that. Trying to get back the income that I lost, and became pretty much an involuntary stay-at-home dad, which wasn't horrible. I love staying home with my kids, and I wanted to find something that wasn't going to change that. I needed this. We had a 3-year-old, we have a 3-year-old now. I was loved being able to be there for his first moments and everything else. And I just didn't want to go back to, working either, 60 hours a week at a regular job or, 60 hours a week or 70 hours a week working 2 jobs. So once I found this business, I mean, and the business model and the duplication and the franchise-like opportunity, it just was there. So
By the way, if you guys have ever done any business models in the past or business opportunities, most likely Jay's been a member. So he's going to tell you all about it.
Probably. I tried
to go online before he found us.
I tried so many things. So for this, but when I got involved in this, it was just, I didn't have to know where to market, how to market, what to market. I mean, it was all basically done for me. I do call them instructions because, if you have something that says, hey, on Monday do this, on Tuesday do this, on Wednesday do this, I mean, that's just following directions. So I got started October 24th, actually, was when I ran my first marketing campaign. I made my first sale in 8 days, which was a $12,500 sale. And then 3 weeks in, I made my second sale, which was a VIP sale. And about 4 or 5 days after that, I made my third sale, which was $6,500. So in my first 30 days, I made $41,000, and I haven't looked back since. I'm over 100,000 now, and have been involved just about 4 months. So, it's been incredible.
Awesome. In fact, I'm going to tell you guys this one point I forgot to say before you end on that. Your first 3 sales, most likely, they're going to be a 22, a 12.5, a 6.5. That's our averages in our business. And because our business grew by over 20% in January, and I got to figure out the numbers for February, but it's been great because of our auto conversion funnel. But I told that to Jay. Jay, what were your first 3 sales?
My first one was 12.5, my second was 22, and my third one was 6.5. So 6,500. So you're right. I mean, and that totals $41,000. So it's been, like I said, it's just been life-changing for me. And I get to stay home every day with my kids. And now my wife's home too, so we're all here getting to do the family thing every day, just like Steve and many other members in our community. I get to meet great people like Tom and Sue and Steven and you and Leilani and Massimo and so many others. But yeah, Tom and I actually met in Vail, and we found out we only live about 2.5 miles away from each other. So that's why Leilani said, "Are we in the same house?" But almost, pretty close.
Yeah, shoot you as much as you go. So here's the cool part, guys. Literally, so that's one of the advantages starting at VIP is you're able to keep that first sale. So Jay would have had to pass that up had he not started at VIP, and it allows you to get up to a faster start. So I always tell people if you know your first 3 sales are going to be 22, 12, 5, 6, 5, it's just a question of how much you want to get to keep. If you start at 12.5, you'll make about 19.5 based on that. If you start at 6,500, you'll make 13,000. If you want to keep the whole thing, start at the highest level VIP and get tickets to come. Okay, thank you, Jay, for that. I'm going to continue. Tom, stay on with me. How do we handle taxes? Very simple. The money comes in, it's reported as income, so you can actually take it, and if you've got a good home-based business consultant, they'll show you how to be able to maximize your deductions and minimize your taxes. And if you don't, we have 5 in our community that'd be happy to support you. Okay? And when is the next event, and how do I get started? That's a great question. So our next event is in beautiful San Diego, which is what Sue referred to. Guys, it's literally coming up around the corner. There's no better time to get started because you can literally get started, come out to the event, and be equipped and get the training that you need. There's literally going to be over $8 million in one room. And the reason why I say that because that's how much money has been made by the people who are going to be teaching you in that room. So I don't know how many times you guys have been in a room where you literally got over 30 people who made 6 figures, over 3 who are made close to about $1.5 million, and they're going to be training you how to copy the exact, not teach you, but copy the exact model they have. So honestly, I don't think it gets much better than that. Okay? So hopefully by now we answered all your questions. I'm going to ask a question now on a polling question. So I'd love to see where you guys are at because we want to make sure we know how best to serve you and how to help you. Okay? So by the time we finish this, go ahead and answer this question. So are you guys number 1? Are you excited? You ready to get started? Are you guys interested? You got some questions? Or thanks, not a good match? Whatever it is, guys, I want you guys to respond to that now. And while we do, I've got a real special guy, Tom, here. For those of you who want to fire your boss, because that's really my thing. I'm very passionate about having people fire their bosses. And so Tom started his business out, I believe it was September. His goal, he didn't really get going until October. And then he told me his goal was to fire his boss on January 31st. He wanted to walk in his boss's office within 90 days and be able to do it. So, Tom, take it away, brother. Tell him. I really want you to explain what it was like. Explain the day you went that like Explain the business, why you got started, but I really go descriptive detail of what it felt like to walk into your boss's office and fire him, because that's like my favorite part. Thanks. Are you there?
Might be on mute.
I got him off mute. Can you hear me, buddy? Tom? Tom's so excited.
I'm here. Sorry, Alex, I was muted.
So,
as Alex mentioned, I have a corporate background in business, and I have it's a Fortune 100 company. It was an excellent job, but I was trading time for money. So 60 hours a week, traveling 1 to 2 weeks a month. It was tough. So I decided to really take this serious, and with Alex's strategies in January, I started noting how many people I was inviting to these webinars and how many people were responding and actually showing up. And I started tracking this, and in February, basically from the 1st of February to the 26th of February, I ended up making $78,500. So yeah, that's 9 months' salary for somebody making around $100,000 a year. So 9 months' salary in less than 4 weeks. So I knew at the first week I was at around 26,000. I was at 25,000 the first week of February, and I said, this is, I've hit my stride. I'm going to tell my boss Eddie that I'm done. So I typed up the letter. I didn't hit send. I had it on an email, and I printed it out. And he wasn't in the office. He was in Texas. So I told him. I said, when are you getting in? It was a Friday night. He goes, I'll be in around 6. I said, well, I'm at the office, so I'm going to drive to your house. So I literally drove to his house and pulled up in his driveway, and I walked into his garage, and he met me in the garage, and I handed him my letter. And he thought I was joking, and then he thanked me when I told him, no, Eddie, I'm serious. This is my 30-day notice. And I said, I just made, several months' salary in a week. And so he told me, thanks for ruining my weekend. And then he goes, what are you doing? Because now he's thinking, like, maybe he wants to do it, right? So my boss wants to know what I'm doing, so maybe he can sign up with us, and start his own business. After the second week, Alex, the first week was 25. The second week I was at 41. The third week I went to 56. And then I closed February 26th at 78.5. So, I mean.
So that's it's amazing.
and honestly, it was motivation with your strategy with Grant Cardone, the 10X strategy, setting higher goals to achieve more. That way when you fall short, there's still a lot there. But I couldn't have done this without the community. Jay helped me close my first 2 deals in 3 ways. Jay actually met a guy with me that was local in Tampa. By the way, the person that we met with, he's been marketing for about 2 weeks. He made $3,500 this weekend, Alex.
Awesome.
So
2 weeks.
One of my members. So one of my members have duplicated already after just 2 weeks.
Awesome.
So I'm thrilled to be a part of it. It felt amazing. I've paid off $42,000 in debt.
Awesome.
I've got plenty of money left in the bank. I've got my tax money put aside. I'm ready to take life by the horns. I feel great. I feel like Rocky.
And he got to fire his boss. Knocking out another boss in a row. I love it.
My boss wants to work with me now, maybe. So maybe I'll be signing him up soon. I can introduce him to you guys.
I love it. Guys, I'm so sorry for going over, but I love that story. And it's so worth sharing because we want to inspire you to go fire your freaking boss, because that gets me so excited. So I'm going to share with you guys the polling results because I want you guys to see this. Now look at this. 98% of you guys are either 1 or 2s. So how would you guys have a business where 98% of your guests are ready to either get started or have a few questions, and somebody else does a presentation for you? Guys, this is not rocket science. Be able to join, make this simple, okay? I want you guys really to see this. It's the reason why we share the results, because we want you guys to be able to see that this system does work, okay? And I wish I could bring out the other 30 freaking members so you guys can see it, but you're going to have to come to the event. We're out of time. So here's all I'm going to share with you guys. Here's my numbers for the month of February. You guys can go through and count this, but it's 144,000 for the month. Count the sales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, over $10,000 per sale. What's more important about this is that 4 of those sales came from my members getting their first sales, which is awesome. Also helped 4 people make over $30K just in the last 60 days. So our system's just been coming. That's my personal members where I'm the sponsor, okay? So here's what I'm going to tell you. You have until Monday midnight to take advantage of this bonus. My strong recommendation to you is get back to the person that invited to you. Get your questions addressed, because if you're going to get started, you might as well capitalize up to that $9,500 in free bonuses if you're going to get started. Because after that, it expires, and then you lose out on the bonus, and it's gone. So don't lose it. Take advantage of it. I'm going to thank you guys all for sticking. I'm so sorry I went over today, but I get excited, and I wanted you guys to see the true value. Thank you for spending the Saturday afternoon with us. I'm going to say, get back to the person that invited you. I want to thank our panelists for taking time out of their busy schedules. Not only jump on this webinar, but these are the guys who are going to be mentoring you. How would you like to have Stephen and Sue and Leilani and Tom and Jay? Jay, who's tried every business model. Who can, like, if your person comes and they've done a business model, have them talk to Jay, because Jay probably has done it. And then he can basically tell them how it didn't work. So then he'll explain to them how this business did work so they can relate, okay? I love giving Jay a hard time. But overall, I'm super proud of everybody. We love you guys.
I never give up.
Yeah, I love you guys. God bless you. We look forward to you guys getting started. And for a lot of you guys, we'll see you guys in San Diego. And get ready. Your life is about to change. It's never going to be the same. And I will see you guys on the training. Take care. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.